back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you guys a tutorial on this look right over here. It is just like a purple maroonish halo eye, and let me tell you guys, I used to struggle so freaking much with halo eyes. Like now I've gotten better at it because I've practiced more, but dude, this used to be the struggle. I used to do any other eye look over halo eyes because it was just so freaking difficult for me. But if you guys would like to see how I created this look, then go ahead and just keep on watching. Alrighty, so getting into this makeup look, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and, you guys know the drill, prime my lids using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I only use the MAC Paint Pot whenever I'm using the James Charles palette, just because I feel like that primer really does work best with that palette. But with any other palette, I usually just use whatever concealer, and my Too Faced Born This Way is my go-to. For my eyeshadow palette today, I'm actually going to be using two different palettes, but I'm going to start off with the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. I actually really loved this palette. I will say it has a pretty high price point on it, but the shimmer shades in here are very different, and I actually really love them, and the mattes I think are also really bomb. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade right over here, the shade Love Bite, and I'm gonna pick that up on a Makeup Shack T36 brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade and just pack it on my inner corner and the outer corner of my eyes, since I'm gonna be creating a halo eye today. Also make sure you blend out that concealer once again so we don't crease. And I just tap the shade on there, just use tapping motions, and it's gonna pack the color on there better. I was gonna apply a face mask before I started doing my eyes, but I actually forgot. I'm gonna go ahead and try this Cosmetics Detox Activated Charcoal Mask. I got this in my BoxyCharm a couple months ago, and I never got around to trying it, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. Wonder if this actually dries down or not. It feels kind of like a clay mask. I'm not sure what type of mask it even is, honestly. I just know it's a charcoal mask and a detox mask. But now moving on, I'm going to go ahead and I was supposed to apply the face mask before, but I freaking forgot. I'm going to take this eyeshadow palette from Glamlight. This is their Caliente palette. They sent it to me a while ago, and the shades in it are actually really pretty. I just never got around to trying it until now, but I'm going to dip into the shade Sangria, this one right over here. I feel like the face mask is making the lighting go weird. And I'm going to use this on a Zoeva. I don't even know what type of brush this is. I believe it's a 227 brush. And I'm going to use this to kind of blend out that shade that we applied earlier. Just kind of lightly dust this over. Like apply the shade on the edge of the brush. Apply the shade on the edge of the brush, and then just kind of lightly dust this right over top the edges of that last shade, and it's going to slowly start to blend everything out. Just take your time with this. When you get to the edge of the shadow, kind of do this little motion right here. I don't even know how to explain myself, but kind of round out the edge instead of winging it out. You guys see how that like darker shade blended into this shade so nicely? Like you can't even tell where the other darker shade even starts. Don't look at this eye, because this is always my bad eye. This eye is always my practice eye, so this eye always comes out better, and this eye always gives me like a harder time blending. This one like blends for itself, but this one I have to actually go in and like, you know, do the most. Then moving on, I'm gonna go back to the Huda Beauty palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Spanked, this one right over here, and just use that to further blend everything out and use it as more of a transition shade. And I'm just using the same exact brush. You can tap off the excess for this. We don't need like so much. We don't need it to be too harsh as we're blending more to the top, and just go in windshield wiper motions and blend it out. Now I'm switching over to a Morphe M576 brush. This is like now become one of my holy grail blending brushes. They're just so freaking bomb and blend every shadow so effortlessly. I'm gonna take the shade Guava from the Glamlight Caliente palette and just incorporate this at the top and use it once again as a transition shade. I know this eye and this eye look so different. Like I always, like this eye is just my bad eye. Well, I mean, it's getting there. I feel like it's getting there. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease. I am going to create a halo eye shape. I will admit, one thing that I struggle with the most, probably, like, if you ask me what's the hardest part of my makeup or what challenges me the most, I struggled with halo eyes so much. I still do sometimes, but I'm kind of getting the hang of them more. I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease. I'll try to explain the best as possible that I can. I'm going to be taking this brush right here, and this is actually from Michaels. This is a Select Artiste Princeton brush in the level 2. Just looks like this, and it's like the perfect brush. I also use this to carve my brows out, and it's bomb. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, one thing that's really helped me out with halo eyes is like the size of my eyeball. Like, I'm basically gonna put, I used to make the halo eye too short. Like, I used to just try to make it like, I don't even know how to explain this, but basically I'm gonna put the concealer down and kind of follow, like, map it down, and I'm gonna put it all the way to the edge of my eyeball and then to the other edge of my eyeball, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't, but start tapping and kind of mapping everything down, like mapping your halo eye. Doesn't have to be perfect or anything right away. Take my finger, let out the edges a little bit. It's okay if it goes, like, if it gets like really long, if that makes sense. Like, I used to make my halo eye literally from right here to like right here, like very, very short. But what I've realized is I have to kind of bring it out more, and it really, really helps out. And now I'm gonna take just a little tiny brush. This is actually an e.l.f. small smudge brush, and then go in and now precisely cut it. And if you guys see, my creases right here, but I'm actually gonna cut it above. I just feel like it looks better. You don't have to do that, but I feel like it looks better and it helps out a lot as well. So another thing I like to do with the spotlight eyes, when I set it down, I'll basically just set down the middle and then like the top, obviously, so that it doesn't crease. But like the edge right here and the edge over here, I'm gonna leave that a little bit tacky, so I'm not gonna set that down because I'm still gonna go in and blend with the shadows that we used earlier. I'm gonna take that shade Love Bite once again, which is that dark shade, and I'm gonna place this right here on the edge, just very lightly tap it, and then blend it in a little bit. Then I'm gonna take the shade Sangria from the Glam Light palette, the more like maroonish shade, and go right over here in front of that previous shade, and then blend it in. I go in with the shade Daydream from the Huda palette, which is this super pretty shade right over here. And I'm just gonna pick this up first on my finger and apply it down, and then I'll go in with the brush. And then after that, I will take my highlighter from Ofra in the shade Glazed Donut and just kind of tap it in the center to brighten everything up. I don't know if I think I like the matte side better. I don't know, you guys. Let me know in the comments which side you guys like better, matte or shimmer. To finish off this look, I'm going to take just a little tiny pencil brush from the Makeup Shack, the T14 brush, and take that shade Love Bite to deepen up the top of the halo eye. And just brush that shade on top and blend it out. And I am going to take some eyeliner and create a wing liner, and then I'm going to wash off my face and we can move on to the face makeup. Alright you guys, so for primer I'm going to be using, of course, my Smashbox Primerizer. Sorry, there's like glitter stuff all over it, but I'm going to be using my Smashbox Primerizer. I tried to switch up my products, you guys, and yesterday, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I already tried to film this tutorial yesterday, but it just didn't work out because I tried to switch up my products so that it wouldn't get boring for you guys and it wouldn't get repetitive. Dude, like, the products I used just did not really work out that well. So I just took off my makeup and I decided to refilm this video today. This primer is so freaking bomb, especially if you have dry skin. You will love it. I'm going to be using a little bit of this Smashbox primer oil. Literally the tiniest bit. Probably just like one drop. And just like tapping it. Or like, I was going to say buffing it in. Just kind of tapping it into the skin. That's literally one drop. Because yesterday I tried to use this primer and it was such a fail. I hope I didn't just ruin my makeup right now. I think I added too much yesterday, and since it's oil, my foundation just was like disappearing and it would not cling. And then for foundation, I'm going to be going in with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and I am in the shade Y365. And for concealer, of course, my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I am in the shade Almond. You guys, this is probably one of the products that I cannot put away. This is like become my favorite concealer so freaking quickly. It's just amazing. Like butter, it blends like butter. It has really good coverage and it's not super drying at all. Like it's really not drying at all. So I'm gonna apply this underneath my eyes, my chin, nose. You guys know the drill. I'm going to go in and cream contour, and I'm going to be using my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer, and this is in the shade Dark to Deep. I'm just going to cream contour my face to bring back that color, and I just overall love cream contouring. You can go ahead and just do powder if you would like, but I like to do both. I just feel like it gives me a cleaner and a nicer finish. And I'm going to go ahead and set my face with my Laura Mercier powder. I'm just going to set, I'm going to bake underneath my eyes, bake my chin, my nose, and then lightly set the rest of my face. Underneath my eyes, I'm really going to press the powder in to set that down. I do notice that when I just grab a brush and then lightly set it, or like when I set it with a brush, I do crease. So setting it with a blender actually makes a difference. Also, I'm mostly baking like right underneath the eye. Like I'm gonna bring the powder all the way down here, but I'm gonna kind of get rid of some of that powder and just lightly bake over here, but I'm gonna really like go in with baking under, like right underneath my eye, like where my creases are at. If you have like some creases, like as long as it's not where your actual crease is, if that makes sense, because underneath your eyes you have a natural crease. You can't get rid of that, so just as long as you don't have creasing anywhere else that your natural creases are at, then you're good to go. And I'm actually not gonna bake my chin or my forehead or anything. I'm just gonna lightly set it down. And for bronzer, of course, you guys know my favorite is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and this is actually the old packaging. I have the new packaging at home, but in my film room at my mom's house, I actually just have the old packaging. Did I just say I have the old packaging at home? I actually have the new packaging at home and the old packaging here, but I'm gonna go in and bronze up my face with this. Go ahead and dust off the powder from underneath my eyes and my nose. My favorite blush ever, you guys know, is the Benefit California blush. I cannot stay away from this blush. It's just like the perfect shade, and I love to blend my blush all the way up towards my contour. I just feel like it makes my face warmer and it makes everything blend together nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over my face, or on my cheeks. Underneath my lower lash, I'm just going to take one of those, I believe I'm going to take the shade Love Bite and just kind of smoke it underneath, and then I'm just going to apply some lashes, and then the eye look is pretty much complete. So I already went ahead and set my face with my Urban Decay All-Nighter. Now I'm going to go in with some glow. I'm going to be trying out a new one if I can find it. I'm going to be trying out the Pretty Vulgar highlighter in the shade 127. And this is what it looks like. Oh, it's actually really, really pretty. I thought it might have, like, I thought it was going to be too dark. It's actually so nice. To complete the look, you guys, I'm going to be going in with Spice from Galactic on my lips. This has been my favorite shade ever, you guys. I've been obsessed with a couple other different shades. This one has been my go-to. And the Galactic, you guys know I rave about them all the time. Their liquid lipstick formula is the best. And then I'm going to go in with the Galactic Gloss in the shade Lustrous. If you guys do want to check out Galactic, I always have them linked in my description box, and my code is down there so you guys can save some money. But I'm going to apply this, and then we're pretty much good to go. Alrighty, you guys, so that's going to be it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, enjoyed this look. Please let me know in the comments box below what you guys thought of this look. And for all of my people that stayed until the end and are still watching, first of all, you're a real one. And second of all, I'm going to hit you guys with a little surprise giveaway. I'm going to be giving away these Urban Decay Vice Read My Lip lipsticks. It's just this little vault of lipsticks. So if you guys want to be entered to win this, it's just a little giveaway. It's super simple. Just go ahead and leave me a lip emoji in the comments box below. And of course, you have to be subscribed. This is for my subscribers, and give this video a thumbs up, and then you will be entered, and I'll pick someone in 2 days. And if you guys are new to my channel, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and go ahead and turn your post notifications on so you're notified every single time I upload a brand new video. And that's pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next one. I love you guys. Bye. I struggle with the most. Oh shit, I'm not wearing my retainers.
¿Ya viste que la neta cómo tiene su cochino su cuarto? Hijo de su puta madre, según dijo que iba a tener uno de estos, que iba a ser un día ordenada. Y que por eso quería uno, que estaba llorando siempre que no tenía uno y lo tiene asqueroso. Es la única
También este es el que me encanta, pero yo nunca los tuve porque alguien me los robaba.
Entonces era el que lo robaba.
No, eras tú, mentirosa.
No, te lo juro.
Eras tú.
No, yo nomás te robé dos.
Let me know in the comments if any.
¿Sabes que ladrón?
Qué mentirosita eres, ¿no? Halo. Oh my god, there's lipstick all over my teeth.
Me lo regresó, no, pura pinche mentira. Como es bien trocha, es que es bien trocha, lo va a haber tirado. Y lo que pongas el video en YouTube hablando yo de ella. Y me mata, ay, güey. Y ya me cachaste, ¿no? Que te robé ese lápiz.
No, ya te había cachado hace mucho tiempo, pero...
Ah, pero este sí me lo robé, pero hace mucho, pero ya nunca te robé nada.
Ma, no te hagas.
Pero me lo robó la pinche grandita desgraciada. Estúpida, se los acabó.